Before you start a business, you need to understand this. No matter what you start, you are going to be the employee for that company. You are going to be employee number one. That is your job. You see, there's usually 3 phases to a business life, and as you go and grow, you'll get to these different phases. And in step 1, when you start a company, you're probably doing everything. You're probably in charge of marketing, you're probably in charge of getting sales, you're in charge of collecting the money from customers. You got to do it all. You got to go out and network, and that's the hardest part of starting a business. And that's where a lot of people struggle and get stuck. But if you're successful at that, you'll get to level 2. And step number 2 is where you start to figure out you have a company. You're no longer just an employee there, you have a company. And what that means is you now have enough resources coming in that you could trade your money for your time, meaning you could hire people to do jobs, people to do tasks. You could hire marketing, you could hire accounting, you could hire sales teams. That is the second stage. That is the one most people call an entrepreneurial business. But if you really want to thrive and you really want to hit it big and you want to be the big mogul out there, you got to get to level 3. And the only way to get to level 3, that is the step where you build an empire. And when you're building an empire, that means you're no longer the one doing the work. If you have to show up every day and you have to deal with collections or you have to deal with bringing in new revenue, you don't have an empire. You got a really good job at an entrepreneurial business. But at level 3, you are the Warren Buffetts out there that he talks about. All he does is he goes to work and he sets things up. He doesn't actually do the work at any of his companies. He invests in companies, he puts money to work, and people do it for him. So the point of the story is, what you got to figure out sooner rather than later is, how are you going to trade your money for your time? You can't buy more time, but you get more employees. So figure out the fastest path to building a team, let them do their jobs, motivate them, coach them, and encourage them, and you'll certainly get to level 2. And if you're great, you'll get to level 3. I wish you all the best of luck.